Hello, hello. If you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com, and today we're going to be working on a 90% silver proof half dollar. Let's take a look here. Yep, there's our half dollar. We're going to go ahead and pop it out of here and make it into a ring. There's the rest of the set if anybody's curious. There is our coin so far. And before I get started on this, I do want to point out that I have a shop. It's super easy to find. You can either click this link down here or go to my profile or just visit coinringmaker.com. Alright, so the first thing we got to do to make this coin into a ring is punch a hole right in the middle of it. So we're going to get that prepped and ready. While I work, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And thanks for stopping by and watching me work today. Tap the screen if you're so inclined. So we're just going to hammer that right through the middle. Like so. Ron, how's it going, bud? I've been waiting all day to be able to get in the shop and work on this. So I'm pretty excited to get started. There we go. Now, if you look on the inside of our coin, right where we punch that hole through, you can see a pretty rough edge right there. We're going to take our deburring tool and clean up that edge real quick. Again, if anybody has any questions, let me know. What do I do with the punched out piece? There's a couple options on the website for these. You can get just the coin ring. You can get the coin ring and the center punch. You can also get the center punch made into a necklace or a keychain. So that's really up to you. If you'd like to see my recommended tool list, go to coinringmaker.com and there's a button pretty close to the top of the page that says recommended tool list. It's got links for tools as well as videos on how to use them. It's a pretty good resource. What am I doing? I'm taking this 90% silver proof 2002 half dollar and making a ring out of it. Should make ball markers. It's not a terrible idea. See, the issue with cufflinks and earrings is they require 2 coins to make, and on average my customers usually only order 1 ring, so the math doesn't work out very good to make stuff that requires 2, like earrings and cufflinks. I'm glad you think so. I find it pretty relaxing to do myself. And I like being able to share it here with you guys. It's pretty cool. If you're enjoying this live, make sure to tap the screen a couple times. And if you'd like to check out the shop, we'll go ahead and pin the link down here. Now we've got the inside of our coin nice and smoothed out. We're going to go ahead and anneal it. I just got some new pliers. I really don't like holding the coins with these. They're just super flat and I drop them. So we got something that's got a little better grip on it today. A little tool upgrade here. So this process is called annealing. It's gonna soften up the metal, make it a little less brittle, and just easier to fold and work with. I'll probably do this 2 or 3 times working on this particular coin ring, because as we fold and shape it, it will rework harden. So we just want to make sure we keep it nice and soft the whole time. Dry that off real quick. And then we can actually start folding this into a ring. Very nice. I'm gonna head over here to the 1-ton arbor press. That's this bad boy. We're going to be using a doming block for our first fold. And since this customer wants the head side of the coin facing out, we're going to put that face down. Again, just give it a nice first fold. There we go. Hell yeah. Well, if you guys are interested in getting a coin ring but don't think you'll get one today, this is a pretty good thing to screenshot. It's got my website on here. It's also got a 10% off coupon code. That's just the word welcome. And that works forever. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, save it for later, you'll save 10% off your order. It's a pretty good deal. I'll just leave that there for a second so everybody can screenshot that and save it for later. Yeah, I like working on coins a lot. It's a pretty fun process. All right, so now we're going to find a die this will fit in nicely. I'm going to fold this about halfway down this die. So if I went the full way, I'm afraid it would start to split. I'm going to stop right about there. And then we'll go ahead and anneal this one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and let my dogs in real quick. Just a sec. Just lay down and hush. Lay down. I don't know if they'll whine more inside or outside, but we'll just bear with them. They're jealous I'm talking to you guys instead of them. So I pretty much only work on US currency. Anything from other countries, I definitely have to do some research before agreeing to work on. Just for legal issues, I don't want to get any hot water. But I know I can't work on US coins. I've done the research there. Lay down. But if you'd like to check out what I do have available, I'll go ahead and pin the shop down here so you guys can check that out. No, I totally understand. I I just have to check and see if it's okay to work on English coins. Here's how it's looking so far. Let me get a little closer. These proof half dollars have a really nice, crisp look to them. We're gonna go ahead and finish folding over here. Yeah, it's just regular old sink water. Nothing too fancy. It just cools the coin down so I can hold it. If it was steel, I'd have to let it air dry because quenching in water will reharden some metal. But luckily, copper, silver, and gold let you quench them without rehardening. Now we've got that all the way folded. We can start stretching it a little bit. If the sizing is off, will you resize on a purchase? Sure. I do recommend visiting a jewelry store and getting sized there before you order, just so I have an accurate size to work with. Usually when I have customers do that, I'm spot on. I'm a real stickler for making it the size that's asked for. So if you can make sure you give me the right size, we shouldn't have any issues. But yeah, in the past, I've had a couple people who've either gotten larger fingers or smaller fingers over time, and had been a while since they got their ring size. I don't mind resizing stuff for people. It's not a problem. I want you to enjoy your ring, so I don't mind. Not even a little bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and anneal this one more time. If anybody else has any questions, let me know. Yeah, it happens. Over the past 2 years, my ring size has gone up and down a size, so kind of seasonal. Like when I'm hibernating, I put on a little weight. It's been a pretty warm winter so far, though. How long does it usually take to make a coin ring? Most people When ordering through the website, coinringmaker.com, get their orders within about a week. Occasionally, it might take about 2, but usually I'll get an order and I'll fill it within about a day or 2, and the rest of the wait is just shipping. And there's a couple options to get it quicker if you're in a hurry. 2-day shipping, stuff like that. But pretty quick, under 2 weeks. Just chill, you poor little baby. I do apologize. We've got a whiny, needy baby here today. All right, we'll just stretch this out a little bit more. Do I use gold coins? Not very often, just because they're pretty expensive to inventory. I have worked on them in the past. Currently, I have 1 gold coin ring in stock. But if you have one you'd like me to work on, or have a particular coin design in mind, we can work that out. So yeah, I can work on gold. Asking time as in hours to make. It really varies from coin to coin. Some are more stubborn than others. If I'm recording, like if I'm doing a live like this, it usually takes a bit more time. But I can usually fill an order within a day or 2. And there's more that goes into it than just making the coin ring. Like I gotta polish, I gotta package, I gotta ship. So for me, an order isn't done until it's in the mailbox. So about a day or 2. We've got that to about size 13, so we can definitely start reducing it. We will anneal this one more time. We are you. I don't know about that one. Make coin rings too? Hell yeah. You go old fashioned, hit it with a hammer and a mandrel. That's how I started. But I've been doing this about, I guess, 3 years now, a little over 3 years. So my technique has definitely changed over time. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching. Use a crowbar? All right. Interesting. That's a first for me. You got videos of it? I'll have to check that out. If you do. Ring's coming along very nicely. Now we've got to reduce this and shape it down to a size 10. I got some new tape for that today too. My son broke into it, so we'll rip off a fresh bit. No, I don't use pickle. I've tried it in the past. I just pretty much stick with like regular old water. Not saying pickle's bad. You just it has to be warm to work really well, and I just haven't got the setup at the moment to keep it nice and warm. I don't feel like running back and forth to the microwave or the stove every time I need to pickle something. But I have seen little pickle pots that warm up. I just haven't got one yet. Hop over here. This is called a Swedish wrap. So this is a 7-degree die. It's got a pretty slight incline on it. We're just going to push our ring down in here and make it a little smaller. You'll see okay once we mount just a tad there. And again, the shop's down here if anybody wants to check it out. I sure would appreciate it if you did. If you're interested in getting a coin ring for yourself. And if you have any questions, let me know. Not quite find the size pusher I want. Okay. So it's getting a little smaller now. What I'm going to do is flip it over and reduce the other side. Try and match that up. And usually when you reduce one side, the other side kind of flares up. So I'm going to flip it over one more time. Match that other side with it. You can see this side's a little more flared out than that side now. Ever so slightly. Take the tape off once we pop it out of here. And see how it's looking. Starting to look a bit more like a ring now, isn't it? Let's see what size we're at. 11, so we still got about one size to go down. I'll wrap it up again. Disc reducer. I'm not a big fan of disc reducers. I prefer to work with dies. I really like my dies. Got a decent collection of them now. See if we can find the one we need. Looks like that should work. Oh, it's a little too small. Time for Frank's hot sauce. Put that shit on everything. There we go. So these are closer to 4 degrees compared to the 7-degree die I was using earlier. So it's a little more sheer. I have a little more control as we reduce it down. jumped right out of there on me, didn't it? Let me sink that all the way down both sides. Reduce the wider side one more time. That should be pretty close. Let's take a look. If you guys haven't yet, make sure to hit that follow button if you've enjoyed this live so far and would like to see more coin ring making content in the future. Let's go. Oh yeah. That's looking really nice. Now I'm hoping this is still a little too big. So I'll have to use a smaller die because we got all the way to the bottom of that last one. Shape of it's looking really good though. There we go. Thank you, Ron. It should be closer, if not on the dot. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If you'd like to check out the shop, the link's going to be pinned down here. You can use the coupon code WELCOME, save 10% off, and I make a lot of different types of coin rings. So make sure to check out the shop if that sounds interesting. Come on, yes. 9.5, that's what we're looking for. I like the one on my finger. So this is a 1/2 ounce fine silver, don't tread on me round. This is currently my favorite coin ring to make. And this one cracked just a little bit right on the outside here while I was working on it. So I got to keep this one. But other than that crack, it's pretty much perfect. Could use a polish. But yeah, it's a good looking ring. So, now that we've got this one about done, if you look on the inside here, there's a raised bit of metal right above the text there. It's pretty uncomfortable, and it kind of throws off the ring size. So we're going to go ahead and remove that. I keep taking the tape off. Well, sometimes when the tape's wrapped around it, it goes inside the band. And if I try to check the size of it with the tape still on there, it's just not as accurate as if I took the tape off. I've tried to do it before, and it's always a little off. It also doesn't hurt to put fresh tape on there. Keeps the details nice and crisp. going to slowly cut away that little inside lip there. If anybody else has any questions, let me know. Thanks again for watching. We got a solid 400 people in here. If you're enjoying this live, make sure to tap the screen, hit the follow button, and check out the shop. Links down here. Thanks for watching. It should be pretty good. This is just a little bit of 4-0 steel wool, so like super fine steel wool. Just kind of smooth out that edge we just cut away. We'll check our size once more. Hopes it comes out size 10. If not, we'll do a little bit of correction on it. Oof, we are a quarter size off. It's so close. Very close. So yeah, just to show, it still has tape on it. So it kind of grabs on and tucks under the ring. So it just kind of creates a little buffer between the mandrel and the ring itself. It tucks underneath. It just throws off the measurement. So we'll go ahead and take all that tape off. See where we're actually at. And that is just about perfect. Do the tiniest stretch. Hope it wasn't too much. Perfect. Right at that size 10. Actually, just a hair too big, a little too small. The delicate sizing dance. Oh, that is almost perfect. I think we'll call that perfect. Now I get to do my favorite part, which is where we take this freshly made coin ring and make it nice and shiny. First thing we're going to do is hit it with some of this. It's called Mother's Magnet aluminum polish. This is the best polish I have found to date. So pop that open. Get a little on our microfiber cloth here and just coat that inside and out and just rub it down. This stuff is magic. Like, look how shiny it's already getting. It's really amazing. This polish is next level. Well, guys, if anybody has any questions, let me know. If there's anything you're curious about, any type of ring you'd like made, I'd be happy to help you out. Ask away. So this one came along really nicely. Very few hiccups. It works on anything. That hot sauce. I bought a ring from you for my husband's birthday this past April. He loves it and wears it every day. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. That's awesome. Well, thank you for your order. Glad your husband likes it. If anybody else out there has a husband and doesn't know what to get him, consider a coin ring. Just ordered one for your son a few days ago? Heck yeah. Which one was yours? Ah, the Walking Liberty. I'm excited to work on that one. It's been a minute since I got to do a Walking Liberty $50. Fantastic. That's looking really, really nice. If we can get it to focus. Oh yeah. I'll hit this with a polishing cloth just to shine it up a little bit more. It should be good to go. Thank you very much. I might just have to break out that 1940, get to work on it. It's a size 10, right? If I remember correctly. It's either a size 10 or a size 10 and a half. Yes. Look at that. Woo! That reflective shine. Y'all see my fingers in that thing? That is mere finish right there. I love these proof half dollars. That finish cannot be beat. Very pretty. Wearing one of your rings right now. I have another one for going out. Oh yeah. You got that date night ring. You got that everyday ring. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I'll have to pack this one up a little later tonight. But look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Gorgeous. I've got these available in a pretty decent range of years if anybody's interested in getting one. They're pretty cool. My last 1940. I'm gonna have to get me another one of them. Up on the chopping block. Let's go. First thing we're gonna do is punch a hole right in the middle of it. Do a melt gold down and remake rings. I don't have the equipment to like melt down my scraps yet. It is something like on my bucket list for 2024 I definitely like to get. But right now I just don't have the equipment for it. But I do save scraps for that day. Yeah, here comes your belly button piercing. Lady Liberty, let's go. Y'all tap the screen, see if we can get to 4K likes on this live. That'd be sweet. If anybody wants to check out the shop, it's super easy. Just tap this pinned link before it disappears in 5 seconds. And if you have any questions, let me know. Here's our center punch. Very nice. Can you receive it before Christmas? You're cutting it a little close. I can't quite guarantee it. I will try my darndest. But honestly, at this point, it's mostly in the hands of USPS and the United States Postal Service. And usually around holiday season, things get a little delayed in shipping. Things get a little lost. So I don't want to say yes for sure, but there's a chance that it could. Yeah, the 16th. That's what I'm saying. Cutting it a little close. Price for men's 2004. If you got a like a $50, 90% silver $50 like this one, they're $150. I do also have 90% silver quarters from 2004. That's a state quarter year, so you'll need to just Google 2004 quarters, and it'll tell you what 5 states they did that year. Those are 100. And when you go to the 90% silver state quarter listing on my website, down here, when you open up like pick the state you want, it has the year that state was made, so you can kind of see which ones are from 2004. The $50 is a little easier to order. You just go to the 90% silver Canadian $50 and pick your year. Yeah, no problem. If anybody else has any questions, let me know. Just making sure that inside edge is nice and smooth, especially with these older coins. They do have a tendency to split a little bit more, so we want to handle with care. Now I got it nice and smooth. Go ahead and anneal it. Try not to burn my phone. $6,400 likes. Thank you guys very much. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit that follow button. What a pretty color. It doesn't really show up on the camera. It's kind of purple. Where is our coin so far? Now we're going to head over to the 1-ton arbor press and start folding. You too, Ron. Thanks for stopping by, man. Here's our coins so far. About this point, I like to anneal one more time, so it tends to work harden a little bit, get a little brittle. So we'll just soften it back up. I got these from jasonsworks.com. Make sure that cut edge stays nice and smooth. We'll go fold it some more. 7,000 likes. Y'all are crushing it. Hey, oh yeah. Nice. All right. Got it all the way folded at 17 degrees. Now we gotta stretch it. Shop links down here if anybody wants to check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. And make sure to hit that follow button if you haven't yet, cause it's super cool. TikTok channel to follow, you know, super cool. Feel it work hardening a little bit again. Anybody just joining in, we're working on a 1940 Walking Liberty $50 coin ring. The cheapest coin rings I make are copper clad quarters. They are $25. But I've got a section on my website that's like under $30. Should be pretty easy to find. Stretch it a little bit more. is around size 12. Almost there. Just trying to make sure it's not starting to split. Yeah. So because of the shape it is right now after the ring stretcher, it's kind of cone shaped. So I do stretch it a little over the target size, and then we'll reduce it down to size 10 to get a better shape out of it. Don't worry. I know the target size is 10. Just gotta make it a little bigger to get there. That's looking pretty good. Go ahead and throw some tape on it, and then we can start reducing. Tape. And I do have a YouTube channel. All 400 of you, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Coin Ring Maker. I repost all my TikTok lives on there. So if you ever get in the hankering for wanting to watch some coin ring making, but I'm not actually live on TikTok, go watch me on YouTube. I do not have enough subscribers, so I can always use a few more. We're slowly making the ring a little smaller in our Swedish wrap here. Let's take a look. Yeah, you need quite a few tools, no doubt. Thank you for subscribing, man. I really appreciate it. That's one thing I always forget to ask here on TikTok is go subscribe to me on YouTube. That's looking really nice. It's probably still a little big. Yeah, about 11 1/4. Throw some more tape on it, and then we're going to throw it in the perfect 10 dies and get it just a little bit smaller. I'm trying to fix this so y'all can see. Okay. sure everything's lined up really nice like, so it folds even. Set that all the way to the bottom of the die there. Check it out, see how it's looking. And from the last ring, I think this should be at about 10.5 right now. But it never hurts to check. Come on, tape. I really like this tape because it clings on really good. I also dislike that tape because it clings on really good. When I want to get it off, it's a fight. Yeah, about 10.5. So we'll throw some more tape on it. Go to a little bit smaller die. And this one should be about done. It's coming along really nicely. Again, the shop here, you won't leave TikTok if you check it out. I sure would appreciate it if you would. Go take a look. Get you something cool. All right. Let's check it out. Really, really nice detail on these Walking Liberties. We've got it about a 9.5 right now. And if you look on the inside of the ring here, this one's not as severe as the other one, but there is a bit of raised metal right above that text. I'm going to go ahead and cut that away, and that should get us pretty close to the target size. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. I think it's pretty cool. I really think coin rings make excellent gifts. I think you did very well. You got that built-in special meaning. Lovely sentiment to it. And you can wear it, show it off. I like to think of coin rings as a story you can wear. And a lot of couples will get like stake quarters for like where they met or where their wedding was, where they grew up. specific years for, you know, anniversaries or birth dates. It's really cool. It's kind of funny. My dad was always really into coin collecting, but I never actually got into coin collecting until I started making rings out of them. And collectors were like, hey, okay, here's what you need to not destroy. Here are the things you need to look out for so you don't ruin very valuable coins. So they educated me pretty quickly. That's a shame. You know, it's the meaning that counts, right? You know, getting this in his memory, that's really cool. That should be pretty good. It's a good coin to have as your favorite. I really like them. That should be pretty good. Got it at about 10.5. Get out of here. Nobody wants no sheen code. Good day. It's called a deburring tool. Some places call them reamers. But they're pretty handy. I've used them for plumbing, 3D printing, and coin ring making. I like them a lot. It's not every day I have to block somebody, but that was that was a bit too much for me. They had to go. It's still about half a size too big, I believe. Double check. Yeah, it's about 10.5. Gotta reduce it down just a bit. So for the center of the coins, you can add those to your order, so you can get the ring and the center punch. I also make them into necklaces and keychains. So there's a couple options. How did I learn this trade? Like 50% YouTube videos and 50% like trial and error, just trying a bunch of different stuff. Seeing what worked. A lot of practice, a lot of failure. But you do anything every day for an hour or more, you'll get pretty good at it. That's my philosophy. You do it enough and you'll start to get the hang of it. Fail upward. I think every coin ring maker has a little bit of a different process. Everybody uses slightly different tools. So when I first started, I used a pretty basic method where I punched a hole in a coin and then I put it on this thing. This is called a mandrel. So just imagine this coin is still flat, and then I would spend a very long time just hammering it into a ring shape. Really rough on the hands, but that's all I had. I didn't have any of these fancy tools when I first started. So the tools definitely make things easier, but I recommend learning the hard way first. I've seen plenty of people spend, several thousands of dollars on coin ring tools and then give up in about a week or two because it's not as easy as I thought it would be. So I think starting with the basics, like if you can do it with a hammer and a mandrel and enjoy it, I think then it's worth investing to some higher quality tools. That's at least how I did it. So I made a bunch of like super basic coin rings and sold those and bought better tools and then sold slightly better coin rings and then got better tools and just slowly worked my way up. Curious, is the risk of being charged or possibly imprisoned? So there are some laws here in the United States about altering currency, specifically coins, but they mostly say that you can't fraudulently alter coins. So that would be like taking a dime, or like taking a penny and making it look like a dime, like making it look like it's a higher value coin than it was minted to be, and then trying to trick somebody. That's fraudulent activity. That's against the law, but that's not really what I do. My customers understand when they order from me, they're not getting a coin anymore. They're getting jewelry that was made out of a coin. So there's no fraud here. I show you guys the whole process step by step. It's very similar legally to like penny smashing machines. You might find it like Six Flags or SeaWorld, stuff like that. Yeah. So most of those laws are either to like prevent counterfeiting or fraudulent alterations. Yeah, smash pennies are dope. Like to see a $50 dime. This one right here is a $50. This is a 1940 Walking Liberty $50. And I also have 90% silver proof Kennedy $50 from the 2000s. They come out really, really nice. But yeah, if you guys want to shop around, the shop link's down here. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%, and I do encourage you to go take a look. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Yeah, those proof Kennedy $50 come out really nice. But we're going to polish this up, and it's going to look good too. We just got to get some of this fire scale off of here. There's a little bit of tape in that zero. Y'all see that? I got to get that out of there. Got it. Much better. All right, let's hit it with the polish. No, I don't put any kind of coating on my rings. I worry about people having like allergic reactions. There's something on the ring that they don't know about, so I leave my rings basically raw. But if you want to put something on there, you can. It's really up to you. I just send them out as shiny as I possibly can get them. Interested in seeing how you started? Go to YouTube. My channel is called Coin Ring Maker, and just go to the oldest video on that channel, and you can see how I got started. I recorded a ton of videos, my whole process of learning how to do this, so that's all on YouTube, Coin Ring Maker. The shop link is coinringmaker.com. I can also pin it down here, but it disappears really fast. So if you just want to take a screenshot of the sticker, you can save that for later. We'll just keep polishing this sucker, getting really nice and shiny. I started this ring. Oh, okay. So the first thing I do is punch a hole in the middle of the coin. It's usually about 1/2 inch. And then I take it, it becomes like a washer shape. And I slowly fold that into a cone and then into a ring shape. And then we size it. That's about the simplest explanation I can tell you. It's looking really very nice. Very, very nice. Thanks. I think it's pretty cool. The polish I use is called Mother's Mag and Aluminum Polish. It's really, really good. I've tried a bunch of different other stuff, but this is my #1 go-to. How often does the coin break while stretching? I try to avoid it as much as possible, but it does happen. I've got a few examples of what that looks like. Every time I bust one, I keep it as a reminder not to do it again. So we've got a few split coin rings. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, the key is not to rush. 90% silver, 10% copper. Constitutional silver, they call it, or junk silver. It's a lot like penny smashing machines, legally. You ever seen a penny smashing machine, like Six Flags or SeaWorld? Like there are laws about altering coins, but they specifically say that you can't fraudulently alter currency, which is not what I do. Look at that. Very, very nice. The sun rays, super dope. Nice crisp date on there as well. Good looking ring. And God We Trust on the side there. Liberty across the top. Very nice. Thank you. Well, if anybody out there is interested in getting a coin ring, even not today, sometime in the future, take a screenshot of this right here. It's got my website and a 10% off coupon code on it. Whoop. There we go. Coupon code WELCOME. It'll save you 10%. And if you have any questions, let me know. Put them in the chat. Now, this was a pretty good live. We got 2 really nice $50 done. Very nice. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off of here. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the follow button so you can catch me next time. And, yeah, I prefer to do everything by hand. I've tried to work with Dremels in the past, and just like one little misstep with it can really mess up the details. So I prefer to just take my time, work with my hands. The rings come out looking better for it. I mean, don't they look nice? That's not bad for a handmade coin ring. You know, I'm frequently impressed with my own work. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Have a great day. Peace.